Vijaylakshmi, I want you to tell us what, from your own experiences of various communities, Taragram, you have done DA has at least done a lot of other work in various watersheds. What do you think we should be doing in order to bring that community, kind of ability to do, not the community spirit, what is the know-how of putting together small communities in different places in the city and getting people to be energized and to act?
One most important thing, I think it is all from my learning by working in communities, not directly, but through my other team members. I'm a professional in the chemistry with a chemistry background. I was supporting them, but I think the action work was done by most of my colleagues, and the learnings were shared by all of us to all of us, and it is all coming from my not direct action work, but from my colleagues' work that for 30 years that I worked in DA. So first and foremost is to get the trust of the community. So you have to be working with them, understand their perspective, and then understand what are the kind of barriers they have in changing their mindset. If you want to bring lasting change, look at the barriers and work towards improving or removing those, and community building in such a way that they are going to be local leaders.
Right.
Especially we used to work with local women groups. So even now also our approach is to bring up local entrepreneurship among the women.
So when you say, do you find women more receptive in the context of mindset and barriers? Exactly. And can you give us some examples?
So our field work is mostly in Bundelkhand. Bundelkhand is a place where women are the most downtrodden and atrocities happen, and who are the most sufferers. Our focus is always with the women, except for the farmer groups where we used to work with farmers directly in the men community where they were FPOs are formed. But when it relates to watershed management and all, we were working with NABARD and we used to train people. But action on the ground with the women villages is through the women only. So we used to work with women groups and help them do the testing also. We developed these simple water testing kits, which are very famous, Jaltara. And they can be used by local communities, especially 6th class, 7th class standard student can use it and keep on monitoring. So wherever the water quality is good, we used to tell them to protect it. And water quality is deteriorating, ask them to change that. But when the water is totally not suitable, we used to tell them that you should go to the local government asking for treatment systems. So those are the kind of, sometimes we used to do it ourselves, but I think this is the kind of empowerment we were trying to do. I believe in long-term strategies. Yes, we go, many a times what I have seen is, even in our projects, you go do the change, but go back and see things will not be the same. Whether government programs or NGO programs, if you don't build strong community leadership, so things will change after 4 or 5 years. And because of the social aspects, developmental projects that are going on, I think strong community mobilization is very important.
Right. You heard about yesterday the Prime Minister Kalyan something or the other kind of farm program was announced. And they are talking about some 5,000 crores to be spent across, India. And they are talking about how this is about increase, this is about what I'm just reading from there, to ensure water security for farmers. How realistic are these projects? Is it only about announcing something, nothing comes out of it? And if I would take only one panchayat, let us say about 4,000 acres, my experience in the past from watersheds is that at the very least, we have to spend 7 to 8 crores if I were to talk of Sinchai Pani. This program is about Sinchai Ka Pani, right? And not PHL. Now, how do we, therefore, where is the government going to be doing anything? How much more relevant is the NGO sector, the non-government sector?
Yes, I think if this program is taken up in a place where other aspects of water needs are taken care, Sinchai needs will be taken care also. But otherwise, if you start developing these water programs, and the total needs are not just the Sinchai, but I think there are other means also, and one size doesn't fit all. So we may also need to look at various sources of water, So sometimes these government programs are just for scaling up
Mm.
without thinking through. So I'm sure there will be very, very many drawbacks by the end of the project and program.
Yeah.
We have been seeing this
Right.
many.
Right. I mean, if you take, say, what they're saying, 4,500 crores, if I took, let us say, 10 crores to a panchayat, like, you know the number of panchayats they can do. We have got 250,000 panchayats in India,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They won't even do 500 of them. I mean, they'll just announce something. People
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
realize the
This
amounts.
is
They don't
yet
crunch
another
them.
large program
You just
with
get away with it.
peanuts
Because,
drawn here and there.
exactly. So, coming back to why you are here today and what you think this community of people have to do to get to action.
First of all, congratulations to many women in this team, in this group today who spoke. Very inspiring stories, starting from Rinalini ji. I think it's a lot of effort. Being in a job and doing it like me is not a difficult thing. But for voluntarily going ahead and finding your own sources of inspiration and knowledge and doing it is a real commendable task by all of you, Mamta ji and all of you. So I would like to ask them to continue what they're trying to do. And I believe also in young minds. Inspire the young minds, translate your learnings to them, and build a team wherever you're working. So they should be taking on the job and passing the baton to the next generation, next level of, especially through schools. So school teachers and the students can be your prime motto. So they can continue to do what you are supposed to do and maintain what you built. So I think that's where you can actually get connected.